Hello and welcome back on the plot. My name's Elaine, you're watching Allotmentjoy. So today I'm going to do something I intended to do yesterday, but I did everything apart from the thing I intended to do, namely to clean up the onions and the garlic that I harvested. I just landed up doing much everything else really. So today I'm going to get that done as job number one. So now it's time for the onions and garlic to be tidied up. So it's a nice sitting down job. Right, so finally sat down, finally get around to looking after the onions. They're not very big. They're not very big. I learned something new today about onions from George Foreman about keeping them watered. So never mind, so you live and learn, as they say. At least I've got something. Nice firm onion, looking nice and clean. Just cut it off the top. It's a little bit on the soft side, so I've got to keep an eye on it. I could cut it a bit shorter, I think. But anyway, is to try not to damage the basal plate here. Yeah, so just cut them back a bit. If you want to know how to prepare onions for show, especially, tie them up and fold them over and all that lot, you want to look at Digwell Greenfingers. He has a video about that, and it's very interesting, even if you wanted to have a go to see if you can do it. Yeah, so anyway, I'll crack on and tidy a few more of these up and stop gabbing. So, being an optimist by nature, I'm also very realistic when I know that I'm on a losing streak. Now I did have onion white rot, and at the moment it's not looking too brilliant. The ones I've got in the basket here are not that bad. I've got to keep a close eye on them anyway. Certainly not the best harvest I've ever had. I'm not finished, by the way, but yeah, it's definitely not the best harvest I've had by long chalk. But if I can rescue a few to freeze up, I will do. Right now, that's the result of all the onion sets that I planted over winter. So yeah, damage limitation, but it is what it is, and be thankful and grateful for small mercies. Yeah, what a waste. All the waste, a whole trunk full of waste. Onion white rot, etc, etc. I'm just busy doing the garlic at the moment. They're not big. They're certainly not big. What can I say? These were all shop bought garlic cloves. I went to Morrison's, for instance, and bought the biggest clove bulbs of garlic that I could find. Now I've had all the onions and the garlic in raised beds, so from the drainage point of view, they've had plenty of drainage. Now looking at the garlic definitely has split, so it's obviously been cool enough for them to do so. But I think one of the factors this year was the wetness of the winter, and you can't forecast that, but you can mitigate against that, I suppose, if you put a roof over, a roof structure over your garlic and your onions. But naturally, as George Foreman says, not to let your onions and etc dry out, or like for instance, I grew from sets, so don't let them go, don't let them dry out, or otherwise, he says, come spring, he says, they'll all go straight into bolt mode. So there's something that I've learnt today, so it's well worth contemplating about for next year. So now, this is a culmination of the winter harvest. Some of the onions are not bad. Some of them are alright. I'll get this lot processed and put in the freezer. I'm not going to wait for them to rot off and anything like that. So this lot here, 2 different varieties, not bad. Some better than others. But what the common denominator with all this lot is that they did split. So at least it was cold enough for them. And talking about cold, I was sat here with my t-shirt on, It's supposed to be 14 degrees. It was a real feel of 12 degrees. And tonight it's going down to 10 degrees. And this is totally ridiculous. It's the wind coming down from the north of all things. So not very nice conditions for the garden. It's just, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to stop whinging about the weather. Anyways, a little win to take home tonight. So what I did have in here were potatoes. I've already told you about that. And in its place I've put butternut squash. So to hedge my bet, I got the rest of the butternut squash and put them in the other garden. So these are the rest of the butternut squash, and I hope that they come through for me. So I've got a bit of bed space here, and it'll take them a while. I don't know. I might try and find something else to put in on the quick. But the main thing is to get these established and growing. And with a bit of luck, we might have a butternut squash this season. So it's about time that we emptied one half of the compost heap. So this is what it's looking like after it's been sifted. It's looking okay. I think we can use that. Very nice medium. Add some bloodfish and bone, it'll be brilliant. Oh, and we found a rat in there as well. Or should I say, the rat moved out very quickly. Yep, so this is the next bed being prepped up for some, what have I got? Dwarf French beans. So as soon as this is filled up, but not bad at all. So the soil's very nice. Yeah, so homegrown soil, that's the way to do it. So I thought since it's going down to 10 degrees tonight, I'm going to get the fleece out and cover up the butternut squash anyway. You got to. So this bed is now filled up enough. Bottom half of the bed is manure, which is well matured manure, not the fresh stuff. And the top half is freshly sifted homegrown compost. And what I'm putting in here, dwarf French bean. No, I'll look a bit closer. Compost. Dwarf French bean compost. And apparently it says on the label here that these are the type of beans that they sell at the supermarkets. So I thought, yeah, well, that's worth a try. So I'm going to get them in. And supposedly it's going to get warm next week, so I'm going to get them in and see if we can get something out of this. That's it for today. I've got the garlic for what it is, processed enough to take home. I've got the onions as well, not a great deal. I have some more onions in the garden at the moment. As it's going to be 10 degrees tonight, I've covered over my butternut squash in a couple of beds of that. I've also got the dwarf French beans compost planted as well, thanks to my other half helping me along with the creating the bed, because I've run out of bed space again. So anyway, so that will be enough for today, and go home and have tea now. Anyway, thanks for watching. You're watching Allotmentjoy. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you feel compelled to. Nice to have you along on the trip. Anyway, bye for now. I'll see you in the next one.